Yes.
So we've been talking about turning base metal into gold, the alchemical process. And we've been talking about it for quite some time. And you might recall, if you've been following along, hopefully you have, or you can catch up, is that's a 3-step process. And what are those 3 steps, Bersabeh?
It's clean up, grow up, and wake up.
That's right. Clean up, grow up, wake up. We've discussed that the cleanup process has to happen first, and we've discussed that pretty thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked a lot about cleaning your body of toxins and substances and poor nutrients, dietary habits, thoughts, emotions, feelings. And contrary to most personal development, it's difficult, please listen to this, if not impossible, to clean up your thoughts, much less your feelings, when your body and brain are toxic.
Yes.
That's a recap, but it's an important recap. Mm-hmm. So in this episode, we're going to move past the cleanup into the grow-up stage of the process.
Okay.
Now, it kind of seems that growing up happens naturally.
Yeah, you think.
But it doesn't.
No.
I mean, how many times, Bersabeh, do you know someone, or have you met someone, who's possibly in their 50s or 60s?
Or 70s.
But they're very immature.
Yes.
And in their thought processes, their habits, their emotions, they're very immature. Childish. Right. And we're going to talk more about childish in a couple of moments. Mm-hmm. I know people in their 40s who are still living the life they were living in high school and college.
True.
Or even the life they were living in their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Still partying every weekend. They're still playing video games every night. They're still hanging out with the same friends they had in high school.
But some people play video games.
Yeah. Do I?
I was thinking of Elon Musk.
Well, it's kind of childish.
Well,
but nonetheless,
he's not childish.
The fact is that you grow up automatically. Possibly to your early 20s, you grow up automatically. But once you get there, past that, you're on your own. You're on your own.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
I know plenty of Gen X adults who still blame their parents for their life. They're in their mid to late 40s, and a lot of them are very angry about their early years. Do you know some people like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now,
sure do.
Please understand, we're not suggesting that possibly some horrible things happened to you in your formative years. Maybe they did, and both of us can relate to that. Mm-hmm. But to place blame upon those things is a very childish thing to do.
Well, it's to get stuck, too.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself in a prison.
I mean, there are so many things we could speak about here. Still using the same slang terms. Lingo. Dude.
Bro.
Cursing.
Come on, man.
My bad. Rapper gangster talk that you used in your adolescence. You know these people, don't you? Getting angry when you're asked to work on weekends. Come on. Planning your life around long holiday weekends so you can party. Hanging out with people half your age. I mean, I could go on, but hopefully you get the point. Hanging out with friends from high school or college when you're long past this time in your life, and the only thing you have in common is old memories.
True.
It's time to grow up. Now here's an if, and it's a big if these people that we just described are growing at the same rate you are and moving in the same direction you are, then that's one thing. Mm-hmm. But if they're not, really, what do you have in common with them? Chances are great you have a part of yourself that's arrested, literally, a part of your personality from your past that's frozen in time. And these are all childish things. Here's a good one. Building your identity and self-worth upon other people's attentions and opinions.
Building your self-worth and identity on other people's attention?
Opinions.
Opinions,
And their attention.
Yeah, that's suicide.
That's an epidemic. It's a disease.
Yeah.
It's a disease that steals truth, integrity, character, morals, principles, and it's driven by social media, and it affects people of all ages. I know adults who are still posing half naked on social media.
That's true.
Or putting forward an identity that they know is not true.
True.
I had a client once tell me, you know, James, who I am on social media is not who I really am. I said, seriously? I mean, who I am on social media is exactly who I am in life.
That's true.
And then I asked him the question, what would have to happen for you to just be yourself? And you know what he replied?
I can only guess.
He said, that might not get as many likes and follows,
Yeah.
James. And this guy was 33 years old.
That's
All right?
sad.
Now, I could give you so many examples. Let me give you one more. There's a particular singer who's in her 60s, 65 to be exact, and she's shooting videos of her dancing seductively all over social media like she did back in her 20s.
The Madonna?
I wasn't going to name names.
Who said that's right?
It's not attractive. It's not attractive. It's really sad.
I don't want to see grandma on stage.
Yeah, how mature and grown up are you? Think about this and be honest in your consistent language, habits, and behavior. How mature and grown up are you in your consistent language, habits, and behavior? There's no value in lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Now, all of this is why the cleanup portion has to happen first. And why is that, Bersabeh? Why does the cleanup portion have to happen first?
Well, because you have to see like I said, the deck of cards you're playing with. You have to see what's driving those childish behaviors to begin with.
And what is typically driving those childish behaviors?
It's mostly unresolved emotional issues.
That's right. It sure is. It's parts of yourself that are arrested due to unresolved emotional issues.
Yeah.
You know, the Christ told us, unless you become as little children, you'll never enter the kingdom. And you say, well, isn't that a contradiction? No. Please understand there's a vast difference between being childlike
and childish.
What is the difference between being childlike and being childish?
Sure. It's a good example. You could be playing a video game.
You're just going to not let that one go, are you?
I'm not. So you could
Saving the universe.
Saving the universe. Playing a video game is playing a game in general is being childlike. Now, for you to lose that game and throw a tantrum is being childish.
Good example.
Because you're playing the play. Playing is good. Playing is good for your soul. That's why Sir Jesus there said.
Sir Jesus
said to become like little children.
Christen you, Jesus. Christmas is coming.
Sir Christ. No, but I'm trying to be funny here, and that's why he says to be like children.
Like children. To enter the kingdom.
Is to be playful.
They're playful. Children have faith. Children are open. They're inquisitive. They're joyful. Yeah. Children, let's face it, children don't have years of socialization and programming.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They just don't. But being childish is being self-absorbed.
Yeah, throwing tantrums,
thinking of no one but you.
Yeah.
Enough about me. What do you think about me? It's all about me. So
me.
And more me. So at the end of the day, it's time for all of us to grow up. It's time to take your power back. It's time. It's really time to rise. Hopefully, this has been helpful for you. Thank you for a few moments of your day. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
God bless.